never gonna let we can falter in the battle. We're tried and true. Indiana, Indiana, we're all for you.
Welcome, everybody, to the Indiana Basketball Weekly Show. And Steve, I didn't screw it up that time on the intro. I'm your host, Mike Goodpaster, with my other host, Steve Risley, the legendary Indiana Hoosier basketball player. How you doing, legend?
Doing great.
You're not
You know
very
that Larry.
talkative
You know
today.
that speaking of legends, Larry Bird and I share the same birthday.
I know you've told me that 400 to 500 times.
He's a year or two older than me, but
Isn't
that's
it like
all right.
December 7th?
Coming up.
Is it the 7th? See, I remembered your birthday, Steve.
There you go.
That's
I have
pretty
no
good.
idea if you were even born.
When's my birthday, Steve?
I don't know that you were born or hatched. I have no idea.
I was under a rock.
That's what,
December 19th. I'll expect a gift now.
that's
since
where
you know.
turtles lay their eggs and they hatch them.
Yeah. What's that mean?
I don't know. You
All
might
right.
be a turtle.
Well, let's get to the action, or one-sided action, that we saw the other day as the Indiana Hoosiers went to 7-0 with a win over Bethune-Cookman. A razor close game, Steve, 100-54 or something, 156. What do you think about the game? I know it could be a little rough to watch sometimes, especially if you're a Bethune-Cookman fan.
Mike, I'm gonna tell you, I don't get to say this very often.
You didn't watch it, did you, Steve?
No, I watched every minute of it. I got nothing for you. I mean, this team, I say that in jest. For who they're playing against their opponents, they are doing 100% of everything right. I'll let you cover the stats, but we dominated in rebounds, dominated in assists, dominated in turnovers, shooting percentage. This was by far the best defensive effort this team has put forward. They were in the passing lanes. They were denying balls, their ball movement entirely. They got out on the break. They transitioned well. As unselfish a basketball team as can be had, with, again, 4 players in double figures and a 5th player with 9 points. I really, I say bring on the big dogs and let's see how we measure up against the real guys, because we have dominated cream of the crop basketball. And,
I would say this, Steve. Coming off Tuesday's win over Kansas State, which was a great win against a solid team, you also had Thanksgiving. I think it would be fair to wonder if Indiana would have a letdown with an early tip against a lesser opponent. The game's at noon, 12,000 people. You have 4,000 or 5,000 empty seats. But they didn't. I mean, there was no letdown from Indiana, and they were dominant on both ends of the floor. Tucker DeVries, had a bad shooting night against Kansas State. Did not have a bad shooting night in this game. He was 5 for 10 on threes. Played very well. I think this is the biggest thing I took away from this game was Nick Dorn, because we've talked about how this team's only about 7 guys deep. But Dorn, who missed the first 2 games of the season, he had that Jones fracture in the foot, and IU kind of easing him back. But after scoring a total of 15 points through IU's previous 4 games, playing sparingly, Dorn had his best game yet. He was 4 for 5 from 3-point range. He had 14 points in 19 minutes. He's getting more and more comfortable. And, Steve, I think that is my biggest takeaway from this game, because I think now you've got another guy added there that can give you double digits at any point.
I agree, and I apologize to everybody. I said 4 players in double figures. I forgot about Dorn down there. There's 5. He gave you 20 good minutes of basketball. I think all your assessment, he shot 6 for 10. That was Sisley. He was 4 for 5. I think you said that. Looking at stats too. Dorn's just another weapon we've got now. I'll tell you who better step his game up a little bit is Reed Bailey. He's just not producing as well right now.
Like 21 against Kansas State, Steve.
Yeah, but he comes back to, he gets 5 here in 17 minutes, where, Sisley, my guy Sisley's giving you 14 points as a freshman in 22 minutes of play.
Yeah, that's
You
efficient.
give that
To
guy
say the
some more
least.
minutes, and what's he going to do for you? And now you got Dorn, and now you got you got Bailey. I don't know at some point if that switch is going to be made, or like everybody always says, and as a coach, it ain't the 5 that start that matter; it's the 5 that finish that matter.
Well, the other thing is, I think Sicily gives you a little juice off the bench too, which you always want. Robert Stewart brings up the fact that we're only giving up 63 points a game. I don't think we've seen that in a long time either, Steve.
No, far cry from the Woodson era where we were, winning 100-97 or something like that when we were winning.
Yeah.
These are complete dominant games. I mean, the thing I was impressed with, we took off after Bethune-Cookman right at the start, and we never let off until we put our subs in. We were climbing and building that lead up to 43 points. I think was the highest it got, and then finally, DeVries calls off the dogs and starts subbing out, and we get it back down to a manageable 30 points or something like that.
Yeah.
And so I it's hard right now to I'd be manufacturing crap if I started nitpicking and finding fault about this basketball team, except for the fact that I'm not a big fan of the cakewalk preseason schedule.
I don't think it's a cakewalk. You got Kansas State, Marquette. I think both of them are probably
well.
going to be in the tournament.
We're either a hell of a lot better than the prognosticators think we are, or the teams that we played are not nearly as good.
I watched Marquette lose by like a point or two at Oklahoma the other day, and they didn't look too bad. So what I would say is this: the other big thing we talked about Dorn getting back, but also everything I was told today was Ristic and Drake both participated. They both participated in warm-up Saturday, and a lot of the coaches seem to believe that they both could be back by the end of December, which gives you an even deeper bench possibly. And who knows what those guys can do when they get there. The other one was Sam Alexis, 14 points, 8 rebounds from Alexis, 14 points, 9 rebounds from Sisley. So overall, the IU bench played well, and
bench outscored 45-12.
My biggest concern from Kansas State was the 17 turnovers, but I think that might have been more of a byproduct of how good Kansas State's backcourt is, because in this game it was down, I think, 7. We only caused 11, which kind of surprised me. But,
looking at this and knowing how coaches tend to look at things, I'm looking at, again, I kind of harped on this with Sisley, but I'm going to take it out. Here's Wilkerson, scores 18 points in 21 minutes. These guys are being very efficient scoring with the basketball. They're not making a lot of turnovers. I mean, we had 7 turnovers?
Yeah, 7 turnovers. And the other thing is this, Steve.
That's not a lot of turnovers off of 66 2-point field goal attempts. 31 of those were 3-pointers, I guess.
And almost half of the attempts again were assisted. You had 27 assists.
So we're being efficient with the ball when we're scoring. You see a lot of guys and resting players being able to give players. Now Tucker got his 27 minutes. And Enright, I like Enright in the game. Enright makes things happen.
Dude, hey, and this is the thing. We've always had, for the last few years, not great guard play. But when you take Connerway and Enright, combined, they played 54 minutes and had 1 turnover, 4 steals.
And they're handling the rock. They're hawking the defense. They're pushing the ball up the court. They're penetrating well. Yeah, I don't know. If somebody can call into Mike or write into Mike and find a flaw with his basketball team.
Well, the only flaw you already said would be the competition. And I think
we'll find that out this week. We're going into the Big Ten, which Minnesota, is retooling with a brand new coach, a first-year Big Ten coach. They're retooling. But then we got Louisville. Did I see where Louisville is talking about signing a G League player?
Oh, there's a few places doing that. I mean, the whole college world here has gone to hell.
They have just obliterated it. If they let that happen.
And Kenneth says, it's funny how assists go up when people making shots. The thing is this, Kenneth, if you look back at the Hoosiers before, if they scored 80 points, they'd only have 14 assists. This Indiana team is making shots and scoring more points because, put it like this, any point guard can make a flashy play and throw a pass. It's the point guard that can throw the ball to you so you can shoot it. if that makes any sense, Steve. Because I can drive to the
perfect
basket,
sense.
kick it out to you on the wing, and throw a pass that, is here or here. But if I could throw the pass here, hell, that's a catch and a shoot. And that's what Enright and Connerway can do. That's what makes them such good guards. That's what made Isaiah Thomas, not comparing the guys, but that's what Isaiah Thomas was good at. He'd put the ball to you. If you're in the lane, Steve, and he's going to throw it to you in the post, he's not going to throw you something low or something high. He's going to put it so you can make a move immediately.
Right. And the thing I like too, going right along with that, guys are coming off the screens, are coming to the ball ready to shoot. I mean, and the first 2 or 3 steps after coming off a screen are when you're most open, before guys can recover or you can get a help switch off or anything of that nature. And guys are coming off the screens really well, and they got their hands in a good shooting position. They're disciplined. I've yet to really see. I think I saw maybe DeVries force. Maybe I'd say force is marginal. But it's like, you probably could have gotten a better shot. But I'm just used to them getting better shots.
How about this, though? It's kind of all right when your best shooter might force one every once in a while.
You know what? I'm sure he has a green light to force one, and he should have the green light to force one. He's our best scorer, our best shooter.
Put it like that.
And he's turned into a leader on the court with his work ethic and his on-court presence. I sat there and said, man, do we even need to do a show? Let's but I like what I'm seeing.
Because we're getting ready to play Minnesota.
I congratulate Coach DeVries on just getting these kids disciplined and getting them playing as a team. We haven't seen that in Indiana basketball since God knows when.
I think the difference between this and Woodson is this. He goes out and finds kids that are like that. Woodson went out to find guys who could just play basketball.
Well, and that's the Indiana moniker has always been to find guys that are willing to play as a team and understand that the goal of the team is more important than the individual goal.
Now, Robert Stewart says Louisville will be the test. We can beat UK. UK is a test too.
He got dumped badly by Michigan State just pounded them.
Pounded who?
UK this weekend.
Oh, Michigan State's really freaking good too.
Yeah, I tell you what, the Big Ten is.
Yeah, Michigan. I mean, come on,
Michigan State.
Michigan beat San Diego State, which is a borderline top 25 team, by 40. They beat Gonzaga by 40. They beat Auburn by 30. So, I mean, Michigan State.
I mean, Indiana's dominating everybody they're playing. I mean, they're not going out against a little bit lesser competition and struggling with these guys.
They're not beating Gonzaga by 40, though.
No, but they haven't played Gonzaga, but they're beating everybody they play by 40.
Yeah.
And the style of basketball they're playing right now, I'm not so sure if they don't get disrupted, which a better team has a better chance of disrupting what Indiana's doing. But I think Indiana continues this march. And what did I read yesterday? I was right. IU right now is the only university in the United States that has the men's basketball team, the women's basketball team, and the football team undefeated still.
Yes.
How about that?
Hopefully that still sticks after Saturday, which is going to be Indiana at Gamebridge against Louisville, followed by Indiana versus Ohio State for the Big Ten championship game.
It's going to be IU Day rocking and rolling in downtown Indianapolis.
Yep. And Balin says, good afternoon, gentlemen. When we look at this, the Big Ten, we just talked about it. Get ready to start the Big Ten schedule. It'll be Wednesday night in Minnesota against the Golden Gophers. And the Gophers have kind of struggled this year, especially when they played better teams.
A lot of turnover. They brought a lot of new kids in.
Yeah, well.
And a new coach.
Yeah.
So coach is learning the Big Ten, learning the system.
Was it Nico Medvedev or something?
Yeah, what country is he from? Who cares?
It's Nico
Medvedev. Coach basketball, so be it.
Nico Medvedev. They still got Dawson Garcia. Wasn't he playing back there with?
I heard Lane Kiffin's holding out to take the Minnesota basketball job.
I think Lane Kiffin takes every job, but
with a pay raise.
Well, I will tell you this: when you look at Minnesota, this game is going to be 7:00 Eastern at Williams Arena in Minnesota. The Hoosiers are now ranked 22nd in the country. Minnesota is 4-4, and They have not been consistent. Like you said, they're a team relying heavily on transfers, and they've been vulnerable defensively this season, which is not a good thing if you're playing the Hoosiers. And I think the primary challenge for the Gophers will be handling Indiana's size and skilled front court. I mean, because you've got Alexis, you've got DeVries, and Minnesota's got Dawson Garcia. I mean, this is going to be a game where I think Indiana's going to have a significant edge underneath. I expect them to win the rebounding battle 45-28, something like that. And I think also when you look at it, Indiana should win this game. I think your point spread will be somewhere between. Indiana will be a road favorite by right around 10 points, I think. And
I would take Indiana in the points if I was a betting man, but I'm not a betting man.
So. Yeah, I don't know where the points will fall at, but at 10 points, I would. I think Minnesota may be the worst team. I know I did my Big Ten power rankings today. They were the worst team. But then it gets a little bit tougher. Then you've got Louisville. You've got Penn State, who right now I think is 7-0 or 7-1 in the Big Ten, and they look pretty decent. And then you get Kentucky. So I think these next 4 games are going to tell us where this team stands.
What I like about Minnesota, really, to me, I think this team mirrors a lot of the teams we've already played. They're going to give you about the same effort and the same resistance. I think playing in Williams Arena is a bitch. It sits on top of a hockey rink. And
that's the one where you sit like in a World War I trench to be able to watch the game.
And the court's about 2 feet, 3 feet above you. So you're kind of, when you're sitting on the bench watching it, you're looking at ground level, basically. It's cold as snot in that place at all times. But most importantly, I think it's a good test for Indiana to get on the road. They're going to go to Minnesota, where it's going to be nasty and cold up there. They're going to fight the weather a little bit. Just a good test for them to get under their belt.
Yeah, Minnesota was beaten by Santa Clara in their last game, 86-75.
Santa Clara is pretty good.
They are this year. I know they came down to beat Xavier. Xavier's not that good this year.
I think Santa Clara might have beat UCLA.
I don't think that was the one, but somebody
was there another one?
CSUN, I'm not sure. Stanford.
CSUN can't beat themselves.
Stanford beat Minnesota 72.
CSUN's about 2 miles from my house.
This is what you got. Minnesota's coming in this game off of 3 straight losses. And really, when you look at it, the best team they probably played this year was Missouri, who beat them by 23. They blew out Gardner-Webb. They blew out Alcorn State. They beat Wisconsin Green Bay by 7. They beat Chicago State by 12. Then they lost by 12 to San Francisco. They lost by 4 to Stanford, and they lost by 11 to Santa Clara. So they're coming back off what looks like a fairly long West Coast trip there. And now they're going to host the Indiana Hoosiers. But like I said, the question mark here is we haven't seen this Indiana team play on the road. The Marquette game was probably about a 70-30 IU split, so I wouldn't consider that a road game. So this is a game the Hoosiers need to win. They need to win it convincingly, like they have most of the other games they've played, to get some momentum headed into the meat of the schedule.
Mike, who's the most famous Indiana high school basketball player ever to go to Gardner-Webb?
Oh, wait a second. Robert Stewart says the women lost on Sunday.
Oh, okay. Well, screw that.
Who's the most famous? What?
Indiana high school basketball player ever to go to Gardner-Webb.
Indiana high school basketball player to go to Gardner-Webb. So there's been one?
He's no longer with us. He passed away.
I can honestly tell you this, Steve. I really don't know. I mean, Grayson Flitner.
Nope.
Yes, he did. Nate Blank was an Indiana All-Star that did. The most, well, that would be Phil Cox, wouldn't it? Connorsville?
Phil went to Butler.
Yeah.
Sammy Drummer.
No, it's Phil Cox. He played at Gardner-Webb. I just looked it up.
So did Sammy Drummer.
Sammy Drummer is not as famous as Phil Cox.
No, I don't know about that.
It says here, Phil Cox was named Mr. Basketball in 1972.
Wasn't he called Mr. Basketball with Steve Collier?
I don't know. It says he was Mr. Basketball after attending Connorsville High School. I know they won the state championship in 72. Then he played for both Butler and Gardner-Webb. So
I got Steve Collier. I thought they were called Mr. Basketballs that year.
Well, hell, hold on. Usually people get mad if I type. Let's see. Steve Collier.
Could be wrong on that, but
You probably are. Let's see. I don't know. I got a Steve Collier that played at University of Cincinnati. Is that who you're talking about?
white guy.
Yeah, Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Career points at Southwestern.
Look, was he Mr. Basketball?
2000. I don't see where he was. Yeah, but he was Mr. Basketball in 1974. Phil Cox was 1972.
One of them was Mr. Basketball.
Yeah, but then he coached at North College Hill.
Good.
In 1989. Just so you know.
All right. Well, I have nothing else. I mean, statistically, the stat sheet looks phenomenal. 54% from the 2-point, 38-7 from 3-point, 84% free throws. We outscored hugely on both halves. 51-23 in the first half, 49-33.
Oh yeah, Dawson Garcia is no longer playing. He ran out of eligibility.
Oh, there you go. 27 assists. God, when's the last time Indiana had 27 assists?
The last game they played.
Last game they played. Prior to
the
this.
Game before that too.
Turnovers. Gardner-Webb.
There you go. Kyle Macy won Mr. Basketball in 1975. The same year, Drummer was at Muncie North.
There you go. Everybody thought Sammy should have got it.
I think Kyle Macy. They all thought that because Kyle Macy had already told everybody he was going to Kentucky.
Well, he went to Purdue first, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he did. But same thing. One's as bad as the other.
There was Mr. Basketballs back there sometime.
Collier was a Mr. Basketball in 1974.
With who?
By himself, I guess.
There were Mr. Basketballs. Hey, Siri. Who were the Mr. Basketballs for Indiana high school basketball?
You didn't even ask the question, right? Okay, we got Dave Shepard, 1970, Mike Flynn, 71, Phil Cox, 72, Kent Benson, 73, Collier, 74. 74, it was Steve Collier and Roy Taylor.
There you go. I knew I was right.
Roy Taylor was out of Anderson.
Okay.
He played at Vincennes University and then went to North Texas State.
All right. Okay.
Hey, Dave Magley, we know him.
No, Dave well. Dave's a good guy.
Steve Bucci was
Mr. 78, Basketball. Wasn't he?
Yeah, 79.
79.
Jim Master, another Kentucky guard. I remember Dan Palambizio.
Magley was 78, wasn't he?
Magley was 78. South Bend
LaSalle. Palambizio was 80.
81. Michigan City Rogers played at Purdue and then Ball State. He got Ball State to the tournament too. Roger Harden, another guard that went to
Roger Harden, good player.
Steve Alford, Troy Lewis, and Delray Brooks both tied for it in 1984.
Did Johnson and did Lyndon Johnson and who's the other guy?
I thought they were Hold on. Yeah. Jay Edwards, Lyndon Jones. Jay Edwards just got into the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame too.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Jeff Gross from Warsaw, who played at Northwestern. Mark Jewell, who played at Evansville. Pat Graham. Woody Austin. I remember Woody. I played against Woody.
My bus driver on our team bus was Woody Austin. That was his name.
Glenn Robinson in 91. Charles. As you can tell, guys.
Glenn Robinson is on this team too that just got in.
Huh?
Glenn Robinson's on the team. No, he was my year. He got in my year.
Oh, okay.
The Hall of Fame group this year was really good, though. Rick Fox is going in this year.
Warsaw.
What?
Warsaw.
Who? Rick Fox?
He played at Warsaw. Yeah.
He was married to who was the Miss America, the Black Miss America?
Vanessa Williams.
They were married for a while.
Yeah. Did you ever see that Penthouse magazine she was in?
Yep, I did. I think I still have it somewhere.
Well, yeah. It was eye-opening, especially since I was like 15, 14 at the time.
Yeah, for 1974 or
It was
5,
like
whatever.
19. It was like 1980. It was the mid 80s, wasn't it, or
Yeah,
early
whenever it
80s?
came out, it was very thought provoking. But
Well,
today
yeah,
is,
because she was hooking up with another woman, and they had to whips and
yeah,
chains
today
and
you
stuff.
could get that on
Yeah, that's no big
Instagram.
deal. I mean,
Yeah,
that's in the Sears
Instagram.
catalog.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh hell!
What was the joke I read? I don't know if I get in trouble here. Guy said he would take a drink every time he saw a commercial that had a husband and wife and all kids of the same race
Yeah,
on
that
a
doesn't happen.
commercial. He's sober and hadn't been drunk, hadn't had a drink for 9 years.
Yeah. Also, I did start watching a Revolutionary War documentary.
That's pretty good. It's boring. God.
It's a lie, though, most of it. So you
Is it?
don't believe everything they tell you.
I know
A bunch
you're
of
down.
liberals made the damn thing, Steve.
Did they? All I know is I got through it, but it's a hard watch because the damn British fight with such honor and integrity. And Washington, according to this thing, Washington was getting his ass handed to him all over the place.
Well, how did he get his ass handed to him since he won? What's
Well,
up, Robert?
Basically, he won because the people in Great Britain were getting pissed that King George was spending all this money, and all the other colonies were getting pissed and going to revolt and saying, you're weak right now. You don't have any cash because you're dumping it all into trying to win the Revolutionary War with America. We're going to secede and do our own thing. And the citizens of Great Britain
I thought it was just
so
because
he had to back off.
I thought it was because the English just lined up in a straight line and walked into the woods, and we were scattered all over and shot them all.
Yeah. Cornwallis got kind of hung out to dry there.
Hey, my question is this: Indiana and Ohio State Big Ten championship game. Does it even matter?
I don't know. Does it matter? You're the one I was gonna. Does it matter?
I don't think it matters.
I mean, are they both automatically seeded by?
They're both going to be in, and they said when they started this whole thing, the conference championship games wouldn't even play into it. So I would think that Indiana and Ohio State will already be two of the top 4 seeds, if not the top 2 seeds.
Right, and the top 4 seeds play at home, correct?
No, the top 4 seeds will just play in bowl games. They won't play at home because they get a bye in the first round. So 5 through 12 will all play each other. The higher seed
at one of the home, at the highest seeded home field.
And then when you get to the final 8, which Indiana would be in,
and the top 4 bowls would be like the Rose Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, the Fiesta Bowl, Cotton, Orange Bowl, something like that. Hopefully Indiana gets to play the Rose Bowl. That'd be fun.
I never thought I'd ever see that except for on that old film that I got from 1968.
Yeah, I'll go to that game. That's the Rose Bowl's about
Steve,
30
you're
minutes
not
from my
going
house.
to the games. You know you're not.
Why?
I don't know, because you always say that and you never go.
Yeah, TV's a wonderful thing.
I know. I got a new 75-incher coming in that I got for $330 at Best Buy on a Black Friday sale.
Okay.
I like to get 10 inches bigger every 5 to 6 years.
Is it color or black and white?
Why would it be black and white, Steve?
Well, I don't know, $375. It'll be black and white in about a week.
No, it was like $600. So that's why they call it a Black Friday deal. Homie.
Okay.
Don't be a hater, dude. All TVs are basically the same anymore, anyways.
Now there's 2 companies that make TVs. Samsung's one of them. They're one of the people, and I think Sony's the other one. Those are the 2 major manufacturers of TVs, or
I'm going to look you up right now. I'm going to see if you're right or not.
What?
There are hundreds of TV brands globally.
Right, brands, yeah, but manufacturers.
I know. Sony, LG, TLC or TCL. What kind of TV do you have?
I have Sony Bravias.
Oh, so you pay more than what you should for the same thing that everybody else pays for. You're just paying for the name, Steve. Come on. But I'll be able to watch the Indiana-Minnesota game on my brand new TV.
All right.
And if they lose, I'm just going to throw the TV away and get another one until they win.
It's a good thing. All right.
But all right, what are we starting the Big Ten show?
Oh, I don't know. We'll talk about that. We'll get it. Let's get the Big Ten rolling first.
All right, let's do it Friday then. Sounds good to me.
I don't know. I'll see where I am Friday. We have warm weather out here. We do things. We go hiking. We go surfing. We take our dogs to the dog
I don't think
park.
you've ever surfed.
Yeah, I have. I have surfed.
Body surfed or surfed?
No, I've not surfed on a surfboard, but I've surfed across concrete.
You surf
or
across
hardwood.
the TV channels. So
yeah, I surf TV channels a lot.
All right. So you good with Thursday at 1? We'll recap the Minnesota win.
Sure, why not?
Or the game is Wednesday, correct?
Yeah. Well, we'll preview Louisville at the same time too.
Yes, we will definitely preview Louisville because that is going to be a huge game, and that's at 2:00. Do we want to do a show immediately after the Louisville game?
Mike, whatever you want to do,
As long as it's over in time for the IU football game. Who'd ever thought IU would be playing Louisville?
No, we do not want to do. No. Forget that. No, we're not doing a show Saturday after the IU.
Well, we don't play till like 7:30 or 8.
I don't care. I play at 4:00 out here.
Robert Carter says we need big men now. We've got big men.
We're fine.
We're fine.
The offensive setup and scheme we're doing.
I do worry about playing Michigan with that 7-footer who's a bad dude.
Yeah, but let's just see what happens. I mean, right now the way he's got this offense running, the ball movement we're getting, I'm not so sure a big man wouldn't just plug things up in the middle. We're penetrating well. We're getting the ball to the hole. We're getting layups. We're getting 3-point plays. Guys like Risley and Trent Reed, they're going to the hole hard because there's a lane for them there, and they're good with either hand going. I think I'm not so sure that a 7-footer, although they're always, you can get a good one, you got to take him, you got to play him. But I'm not so sure that it would not disrupt what we're doing well right now.
One big still in a boot cast.
We'll be okay.
We'll be fine. We are 7-0.
We'll get a good litmus test after this weekend. We'll see.
Come on. I mean, how can you be a Hoosier fan and be negative at all? The basketball team.
You can't
no,
be negative.
I'm talking about other people. The basketball team is 7-0, ranked 22nd. The football team is playing for a Big Ten championship. Hold on. I would rather avoid the massive big men. So many ways to attack those guys with smaller guys. Exactly.
Yeah, no, I that's what I was saying. I'm not so sure it wouldn't just disrupt what we're doing.
Yeah,
well,
we're fine.
We're doing it well. I wouldn't change a thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And it ain't broke, so we're not going to fix it, but we are going to wrap the show up now. I'm going to try to wrap it up towards the end. Steve will go, wait, I got one more thing to say. And then we'll listen to that, and then we'll wrap it up. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on X at Grueling Truth. But for now, he's Steve Risley. I'm Mike Goodpaster. You've been watching and listening to The Grueling Truth, where the legends speak.